Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different because it's not my usual roleplay or something like that. Today is a Friday wellness check, I call it, but it's just a excuse for me to do something like thank God it's Friday type videos where I can be a little bit more honest and a little bit more spontaneous. I can just ramble. This is a ramble. And also, there will be triggers. There will be some water bubbles. Maybe some light tapping or finger flutters if I am good enough to do them. But mainly rambles. It's gonna be mainly rambles. So, how has everyone's day been? It's okay if you didn't have a good one. Sometimes, some days aren't the best, and that's fine. Everyone has days where we wished it was better, and sometimes those days stretch on to weeks, and that's okay because sometimes and some things are out of our control, and we can't really get caught up on that. Try to enjoy what we have and what we can enjoy. It is a new year. I feel like with the new year, everyone is doing New Year's resolutions and generally feeling the pressure of a new year. And that is a great pressure. But and again, I stress this. We shouldn't get too caught up on it. We have a whole year to do something, try something new, do something new, or do something that you've really wanted to do for a long time. I've been sick actually the past few days. Couldn't really record. I was really bummed out by that fact. But I just, channeled my energy to create videos in another way. I am script writing a lot. There will be new videos coming out, and that's how we deal with things. If you can't do one thing, if we can't go out on a run, maybe we can at least buy new shoes or tie up our shoelaces or learn how to tie our shoelaces. It's a very horrible analogy now that I think of it, but what I mean is maybe you want to do something, and maybe at the current time you can't do it 100%. And it's fine to do 10%, 20%, or 30% of it. For me, I couldn't record because of me being sick. My voice was horrible, my nose was blocked, and it was horrible. And I felt horrible for a long time. And, well, I made, fine with it by just writing some scripts, editing background pictures, thinking of ideas, and one of those ideas actually are this. I bought these face massagers, which is what someone recommended that I do, because these are the ones that give you the water bubbles. I've always liked these. They're just so calming. It feels like you're drifting underwater. And there's nothing in the world that can bother you. You know, that's how I feel about things. I wish we could always be in a state where nothing could bother us, but, you know, life dealt you hands and you play them. No matter how bad. I hope I can get some really big bubbles out of this. Something with a little bit more pop. But until then, well, you know, it's fine. I've got two actually. They came, well, as a pair. They're supposed to cool your face, if I'm not wrong. Maybe I'll give that a try. Maybe my skin wouldn't be so horrid. Eh, I barely spend time taking care of myself. I should focus on that a little bit more. Maybe. If I get around to it. It's always nice. I've got a bunch of other stuff as well. I've got actually my water bottle nearby. You might be concerned or intrigued that I don't have a metal water bottle or one of those plastic ones. I have a glass one. It's kind of cool, actually. It's got some patterns on it. Something I would call waffling, like a waffle pattern on the sides, maybe for grip and also aesthetic. I got it from a hotel. I just asked the manager. I really liked the bottles. And I asked if I could keep one. And he said yes. And now I have my own glass bottle. You know, sometimes when the water is like halfway and I lay the bottle down, I imagine like a ship in there. Like one of those ship in a bottle that people buy and make. I always think of that. It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna do a little bit more of this. It's like very thick glass. Let me run my fingers through the waffling actually. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, it doesn't. Wait, hold on. Yeah, you can't really hear it. There is some water in them though. Of course, I use it. I drink from it. It's quite, I wouldn't say small. Like, it's one of those, I would say, decently sized beer bottles. Um, I don't know how much water it holds actually. I just drink from it. Though I think I drink a lot of water. If you like, I think you should get some water. Drink a glass before you sleep. So you don't wake up in the middle of the night, you know, very thirsty and needing water. That's the cap. It's some sort of metal plastic top. It's kind of nice, the whole bottle. I really liked it, that's why I asked for it, and I was actually really happy that I get to keep it, actually. It's just very nice. Very nice of the manager, actually, to let a complete stranger, well, not a complete stranger, but a guest, but still, I don't know where in the world it's standard protocol to give away a glass bottle. I mind you, it's not one of those, it's a cap one, twist cap. I'm not gonna open it, it's gonna be too loud. Some of those things. I can wet my fingers from it and get like some really good finger flutters, I think. I don't know what kind of triggers people will like. I'm more of the roleplay kind of person. I like listening to people ramble. Lets my brain just nod away off into sleep. It's just really nice. I'll be going back to the water bubbles. Seems like those are my favorite. Listening to them just scratches that itch. It's nice to do these things. I hope what I want to do with this channel is always allow people to find comfort in something that perhaps, or sorry, find comfort in day to day that they rarely ever find. Because we all deserve that. Some level of comfort and safety in something, no matter how small. Because without it, we would be doomed. It would be quite difficult to go through day to day without ever finding comfort and without ever finding some semblance of safety. There will be stories in the future of my own, I'm not gonna read them out anymore. I'm going to try to enact them, act them, kind of like a play, hopefully quite well. There will always be the videos of, comfort role plays, maybe some boyfriend experiences, but that's for a later day. And it'll be, hopefully, good. I'll always try to put my effort to give the best. And who knows? Maybe that'll be a little bit more than the usual, something like that. It's been a long week. I'm proud that you've made it through another week. And I'm sure that the next week will be fine. You will be able to make it through another week. I'm sure of it. Well, that's been all from me. I've hoped this has helped to calm you down. I'm going to leave you with the rain. Good night. Sweet dreams.